Nope.
I'm painting a masterpiece. Written by Reddit user VoodooVegetable. Some people think that painting is just about making a pretty picture, but there's so much more to it than that. It's such an injustice to the art and to the artists. Painting is about technique and brushstrokes. A good painting has texture. It lives. It breathes. I learned to paint from my uncle. He was a mortician. I used to spend afternoons with him and we'd make all sorts of art. We sculpted. We painted. We explored the deepest corners of our minds to discover inspiration. I took a liking to the art of painting. It moved me so. My uncle could see it too. That's why he encouraged me. That's why he taught me. Choosing a subject is sacred. The subject of a work of art is eternal. In my youth, my favorite subjects were small animals. They were a concept I could grasp. You see, an artist must never seize control. An artist must seize it. God created heaven with a paintbrush. Hell can be created that way too. Small animals serve their purpose in my art, but every artist must evolve. The natural progression of life. I moved to larger animals, dogs, horses. I had to learn to channel the passion these subjects evoked into something far fiercer than fate. One can see the very essence of life in a proper work of art. Some artists don't have the stomach to use a human as their subject, but I do. I got it from my uncle, late at night in his mortuary. But true art lives, and one must find grace in movement, beauty in the struggle. Oh, the struggle of the artist and his subject is one of gold and rust. Progress. Yes, we progress out of the shadows of influence, and it is we who must become the eternal. Soon, my uncle and I agreed. It was time for my masterpiece. I thought about it for years. My masterpiece was to be a great family portrait, to honor my lineage. I painted my father first. It was more than lifelike. It was as if I had captured life itself, suspended. See, the subject must teeter on transition. Real art lives. Real art breathes. I painted my mother next, and my sister, my brother, all lined up in a row. My brush was broken and dull by the time my sister came around. But they see the beauty. I show them the mirror. They see the struggle will be worth it. When I told my uncle I was going to paint him next, to my great surprise, he resisted. I said, "Uncle, it was you who taught me. It was you who encouraged me." He said he did, but that didn't give me permission to paint him. I was in a real bind. No family portrait would be complete without my uncle. I decided I would paint him anyway, in the nights, while he slept. I crept into his room and banged him over the head with a hammer. Not hard enough to kill him, obviously, because real art lives. I dragged him downstairs and chained him to the table. I let inspiration take over from there. I won't tell you any more about it for now. You'll have to wait and see when it's finished. But don't fret, because there's only one more person I need to paint before the portrait is complete. After all, I'm part of the family too. Thank you for listening. I really hope you enjoyed this week's video. If you did, it would be a big help if you hit the like button below and left a comment letting me know what you think. And if you really enjoyed it, be sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already. A special shout out and thank you to VoodooVegetable for letting me use your story. If you want to check out the original post, a link will be provided in the description below. And last but not least, be safe out there. I'll be seeing you in the next video.